Today we're taking a look at these MLB matches, which are happening on Sunday, July 10, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 360 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Going back to our video, we will give you 2 betting picks for each game, a team pick and a total pick based on facts and detailed explanation. So make sure to watch our videos till the end so you don't miss any of our picks. New York Mets vs Miami Marlins. Our team pick is Miami for the win. And here is why. Miami will try to continue its surge towards the .500 mark on Sunday afternoon. The Marlins were 7 games below the .500 mark on June 28, but they bounced back with a 6-game winning streak that included a 4-game sweep at Washington. They had split their 4 games heading into Saturday afternoon's game in New York. Miami will return home for 7 games prior to the All-Star break. The Marlins are in 4th place in the National League East, trailing the Mets by 11 games. They are only 4 games back of the final NL wildcard spot, though. New York continues to be one of the most winning teams in the majors this season, despite dealing with several key injuries to its pitching rotation. The Mets dropped 2 games against Houston at the end of June, but they responded with series wins over Texas and Cincinnati. They added to that momentum with a 10-0 win on Thursday to open this series before falling short in Friday's rematch. New York will be on the road for its final 7 games before the All-Star break, including 3 critical contests against Atlanta. The Mets are 2.5 games ahead of Atlanta in the NL East standings heading into Saturday's slate. I have basically committed to not betting against Alcantara as long as he stays in his current form. Not only does he shut teams down, but he also goes 8 innings in almost every start. His dominance has led to a 9-3 record this season, and the Marlins have started to find their form overall as well. New York has the better offense, but that will be irrelevant as long as Alcantara brings his top-level stuff. I am happy to take the Marlins as road underdogs with their ace on the mound. Our total pick is under 7, and here is why. The Marlins entered this matchup averaging 4.30 runs per game. These teams typically play low-scoring games, indicative of the projected total in this one. Walker and Sandy Alcantara have been excellent for their respective clubs. Walker comes in with a 2.86 ERA, 1.14 WHIP, and a 61/20 KBB ratio through 14 starts. He has only allowed 4 homers over 78 innings of work this year after serving up 26 homers in 159 innings. This is a marquee matchup with 2 of the stronger pitchers in the National League. Over their last 10 games against the Mets, Miami is averaging only 2.70 runs per game. Scoring and hard hit balls will be few and far between for this game. Kansas City Royals vs Cleveland Guardians. Our team pick is Kansas City Royals plus 1.5 runs. And here is why. The Cleveland Guardians had an extremely tough series before this one. They were dominated by the Detroit Tigers as they couldn't get their bats going. They are 3-7 in their last 10 and searching for answers. At the plate, the Guardians are scoring 4.32 runs per game and they are hitting .243 as a team. This is the 19th most runs scored per game and the 15th highest overall batting average. They have shown that they can consistently reach base safely, but they have been very cold over the last week. The Guardians are also only hitting .97 home runs per game, which is the 27th lowest average in the league. They are one-dimensional at the plate right now as they need their bats to start heating up. I do expect the Guardians to be extremely aggressive once they have reached base safely, as they have already stolen 51 bases this season. This is the second most, as they will do whatever it takes to put men in scoring position. Watch for Jose Ramirez at the plate in this one. He is currently hitting .285 and has already hit 16 home runs this season. The Kansas City Royals are currently 5-5 in their last 10 games as they looked great against the Tigers 2 series ago but struggled against the Astros in their last. They will need to be better in all aspects of their game as they are currently in last place in the AL Central. At the plate, they are currently scoring 4.03 runs per game and hitting .241 as a team. This is the 26th least amount of runs scored per game and the 18th highest overall team batting average. They have struggled to consistently reach base, and they aren't hitting a lot of home runs either. They are only averaging .89 bombs per game, which is the 24th least in the league. The Royals will also be looking to steal as many bases as they can. They have already taken 48 this season, which is the 13th most in the league. They will do whatever it takes to put men in scoring position as they have struggled to string hits together. Watch for Bobby Witt Jr. at the plate in this one. He has already hit 12 home runs this season and driven in 42 more. He leads his team in both of these categories as he has been a spark at the plate for the Royals this season. I will be riding with the Kansas City Royals plus 1.5 in this matchup against the Guardians. Zack Greinke has looked better at home this season and he will be looking to bounce back after his last outing against the Astros. At home this season, he is 2-1 with a 2.14 ERA. He will shut this Guardians offense down as they have been cold as of late. They were swept by the Tigers in their previous series as they just aren't seeing the ball well right now. Cleveland is also scoring the 19th least amount of runs per game and they are hitting the 27th least amount of home runs. They are one-dimensional at the plate and the Royals will dominate them when they are in the field. Kansas City doesn't make many mistakes as they have the 7th highest overall fielding percentage. The Guardians are also starting Zach Plesac, who has struggled this season. He is currently 2-6 with a 3.80 ERA and a 1.23 WHIP. The Royals will score just enough runs to keep this game within the spread as they looked good at the plate in the first game of this series. Greinke will bounce back in this one and the Royals will keep this game close. Our total pick is under 8. Kansas City has been brutal on offense. They are bottom 10 in the league in runs, home runs, RBIs, OBP, SLG, and OPS. Zach Plesac was excellent in 2 starts against the Royals this year. In the first game, he went 5.2 innings and allowed 3 hits, 0 earned runs, 0 walks, and struck out 3. In the second game against the Royals, he went 6 innings and allowed 5 hits, 1 earned run, 0 walks, and struck out 5. Whit Merrifield is 7/32 with 5 strikeouts, and Hunter Dozier is 4/25 with 5 strikeouts against Plesac. The Guardians have really struggled to score recently, scoring 3 runs or less in 5 out of the last 6 games. This will be a lower scoring game, and the under will hit. Milwaukee Brewers vs Pittsburgh Pirates. Our team pick is Pittsburgh for the win. And here is why. Pittsburgh does not appear to be headed for as poor of a season as it had last year, but it is still not on track to contend for a spot in the playoffs. The Pirates went on a 5-game losing streak at the end of June before alternating wins and losses in their first 6 games of June. They went on their first losing streak of the month on Friday, falling in a 4-3 final. Pittsburgh is on a 12-game road trip that will conclude next Sunday before the All-Star break. The Pirates are in 3rd place in the NL Central, trailing Milwaukee by 13.5 games. They are 11 games back of the final NL wildcard spot. Milwaukee has been able to overcome the 8-game losing streak that it suffered in early June. The Brewers went on a 4-game winning streak at the end of the month before splitting a 4-game series at Pittsburgh. They dropped 2 out of 3 against Chicago earlier this week and then added a 4-3 win over the Pirates on Friday. Milwaukee will hit the road for a 6-game trip next week before the All-Star break. The Brewers are sitting atop the NL Central, leading St. Louis by 3.5 games in what appears to be a 2-team race. This is an excellent spot to back Pittsburgh on the road on Sunday afternoon. Quintana is coming off arguably his best start of the season, limiting the most powerful lineup in the majors to just 1 run. He has posted a very solid 3.33 ERA over his 16 starts this season, and he is primed to pick up his 3rd win on Sunday. Lauer might have looked good against Chicago earlier this week, but he had been horrendous since June prior to that outing. Pittsburgh can scratch across a few runs in this game, putting the Pirates in a good spot to take down the Brewers. Our total pick is under 8. And here is why. Neither offense has been doing much scoring recently, as Pittsburgh is scoring 2.43 runs per game in their previous 7 games, while Milwaukee is averaging 3 runs per game in their last 6 games played. Recording strikeouts will also mean runners that are on base cannot advance and keep the scoring low, and in the previous 15 days, these pitching staffs have been doing well at getting strike 3, as the Brewers have 10.47 strikeouts per 9 innings, while the Pirates are recording 8.31 strikeouts per 9 innings. The under is 4-0-1 in their last 5 games against one another played in American Family Field, so go with under 8 runs.